These four things are easy to start, low cost to start, low capital, minimum overhead to operate, and then of course, a very fast launch, assuming you have an audience.
Welcome to the Bedros Keuilian Show.
If you've ever thought about becoming an entrepreneur or starting a business, but you're looking for some of the easiest businesses to start, I've got a list of the 4 easiest business that you can launch. Hey, what's up? My name is Bedros Keuilian. Welcome to the Bedros Keuilian Show. And today's episode is about the 4 easiest businesses that you could start. Now, the parameters I used for this was this thing right here. Low capital. It's going to be low startup capital in terms of what you need to spend to start this new easy business up. Minimum overhead, right? Operational costs. It's going to be very minimum in terms of what it's going to cost you to run it day to day. And then a fast launch, right? Because I kind of figure if you're looking for a business to start, you're probably looking for those 3 things. I don't want it to cost me much to start. I want to be able to launch quickly, and I don't want it to cost me a lot of money to maintain and operate it, because typically the easy businesses that we're going to talk about here, these 4, they're also designed for you, or maybe you and another person, you and an assistant, you and a virtual assistant, maybe you and a business partner. So it's not too labor intensive, which is why it's also easy to launch, low overhead costs, and of course, low capital to start. So let's dive into it. And the other thing that I want to preface here for you guys is, because these are easy businesses that you can start, yes, they're going to be very quick in terms of cash flow. You'll start making cash relatively quickly, right? But they're not the most scalable businesses, because there's always a trade-off. When you're doing something that is low capital, minimum overhead expenses, and a fast launch, and it is you intensive, meaning it needs you to run on a day-to-day basis, the cool thing about most of these that I'm going to list off is you can run them from anywhere you want in the country, in the world, from your laptop or from an iPhone, right? However, the cash flow is good, but it's not scalable. You're not going to be able to maybe scale this to hundreds of thousands of dollars each month or millions of dollars each month, right? However, at the end, I am going to give you a 5th business model that is relatively easy to start. It is relatively low cost when compared to others in that space, and it is massively scalable, has monthly recurring revenue, and is something that can give you tons of fulfillment. So hang on till the end, because in the end, I'm going to give you that 5th one that is scalable and can take you to the hundreds of thousands in revenue and profits, if not even millions. So let's get started. Thing number 1, business model number 1 that's easy to start is a freelance service. So what is a freelance service? Freelance service could be something that is where you're a copywriter, for example. You might be a graphic designer, a video editor, or even an ad buyer. Maybe you're just good at buying Facebook and Instagram ads. You know how to go in there and target the right audience. You use ChatGPT to create a ad or caption, and you know how to target something, right? And if you're able to do this freelance services where you can offer skills that you already have, maybe it's writing skills, copywriting skills, which, by the way, those of you that don't know what copywriting is, it's just salesmanship in print, whether it's caption, website copy, emails. And so a copywriter is a freelancer, right? You can write copy for one business or multiple businesses. And same with a graphic designer, a video editor making reels and shorts for businesses, and even an ad buyer. So this is a business where you're a freelancer. You could do it from anywhere. Sure, it still requires you to have some kind of a sales process where you can reach out to companies or individuals that you could do this work for. You can charge them $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month, and you get 5, 10, 15 of these clients or businesses, right? Some could even be local businesses, by the way. They don't have to all be online businesses. And you're making yourself $12, $15, $16, $18,000 a month. Not a bad thing to do, but it is very time for dollars associated. But now you're an entrepreneur, you work for yourself. You can look at it as, instead of having a job, you now own a job if you're a freelance service provider. Easy job or business number 2 that you can start. You can be a closer. And when I say a closer, I don't mean working for someone in their company for a W-2. I'm talking about being an independent closer, selling other people's products and services, right? Again, you could do it from anywhere. That's the benefit. You could be a closer and do it from anywhere. As long as you've got access to a laptop and a social media phone, an iPhone, right? One of these new modern phones, smartphones, then you're good to go. You're good to go. You could do sales calls on a call or on a Zoom, and you could do it from anywhere. That's the great thing. Most of the time, these positions are going to be commission only, right? Commission only. So you're not getting a salary. You're literally eating what you kill every day. But think about it this way. If you are selling other people's coaching or courses or services, you don't have to do any of the fulfillment or support for the service that is being purchased or the product that is being purchased. Someone else has to do the fulfillment and support. They are also going to get you the leads. Odds are they're doing the marketing, they're doing inbound marketing, outbound marketing. They've got Facebook ads they're running. They've got a social media campaigns that they're running. They're getting you the leads. The leads are pouring in for you. You're following up with those leads, getting them on a call or a Zoom, and you're closing them from anywhere. You're probably going to get anywhere from 15 to 20 to 25% commission, because remember, it's a commission only gig. And I just did some basic math. If you're selling a $2,000 course or a $2,000 coaching service for someone, right? Someone else's product, and you get a 20% commission, that's $400 for you. That's $400 sales commission for you. You close 2 of those a day, that's $800 a day, right? And you just do that 20 days a month. So I'm going to say you're going to take the weekends off. You do that 20 days a month, that's $16,000 a month in literally profit for you, right? Obviously, you're going to pay your taxes, and that there is a $200,000 a year gig, and you get to do it from anywhere you want, the comfort of your home, your backyard. You could travel, you could do whatever you want. And even if you cut that in half, right? So you're only making 1 sale a day, 20 days out of the month. That's still $8,000 a month. That puts you on pace for $100,000 a year. That's not bad. Like I said, you can do it from anywhere. It's commission only. There's a drawback to that, right? And so you have to hustle. You have to be self-motivated. You have to be disciplined. You have to have structure. You have to keep your appointment book full of leads. And hopefully the people that you're selling for have a good product or service where the leads are incoming and they're solid and they're great. Like, Leighton does a lot of the sales for me, for my high ticket coaching programs, right? I help drive the leads. He gets on the phone and he ends up converting these leads into paying coaching clients, and he makes himself a commission. And so it's a great way to do that. And so with that in mind, you've got the third easy thing, which is a business model that you can start. This takes a little more intricacy, but it's not rocket science. A social media manager, right? Small businesses everywhere need this. And I'm talking small businesses online that, they're just starting out, and so they don't have a social media management team, and the owner operator is not going to run their own social media. They got their hands in too many buckets to now take over social media. Or even local businesses. So if you live in a community and there's a dentist, there's a chiropractor, there's a massage therapist, there's a boutique store, there's a hair salon, there's a gym. All these platforms and businesses need a social media manager. And so you could be that person, right? And like I said, small businesses need this all the time. And the skills that you would need to be a social media manager would be to be able to use IG, TikTok, Facebook, like and all the editing platforms that are built into it, right? And all the cool features that are built into it. You might use ChatGPT to write captions, so that could help speed up the process for you. And then, you probably want to use a thing like Canva to create content and videos and things like that. Again, $2,000 a month. Let's say you're charging $2,000 a month for a small business to manage their social media platform. This includes stories. This includes main timeline posts. This includes drumming up leads and sales by doing a call to action, right? And they're going to tell you where to send that link. The call to action. So, hey, send traffic to this link, to this website. It might be a form. It might be a sales page. It might be an individual who's going to then take that lead that you were able to manufacture, and the salesperson can then do the sales. But the social media manager is all about presenting the product as a brand, explaining the benefits and values of it, growing that social media platform, and taking the growth that they've generated and turning those people into leads for the sales to come in, right? And you could do this, like I said, for local brick and mortar businesses or online businesses. Most of the time, you could do this from anywhere. If you're doing it for online businesses, if you're doing it for local businesses, you're probably going to want to go into that hair salon, dress shop, day spa, dental office, and get some footage live from that facility, and then edit it, maybe interview the dentist, interview the hygienist, edit it, and then post it up. So again, it is very you intensive, not the most scalable, but you get $2,000 a month from 5 clients, right? 5 small businesses. That's 10 G's a month right there. And profit margins are very high. Again, you're not delivering the service, you're not delivering the dental work or the coaching service or whatever it is that's being purchased. They are. You're simply driving awareness and building an audience who is going to like that product or service. Hey guys, quick interruption to the Bedros Keuilian show. I took some time to go to the local juice stores here in town, and I bought all these different ginger, turmeric, and wellness shots. Now, they range anywhere from $3.69 all the way to $4.05. And to be honest with you, they all suck. Why? Because they do not have anywhere near the wonderful ingredients of the Keuilian Wellness Shot. First of all, to build your immune system and keep your immune system strong, Keuilian Wellness Shot is packed with vitamin C, vitamin D, and zinc. And also to help you fight off inflammation, it is packed with turmeric, ginger, and black pepper. And to keep you hydrated, Keuilian Wellness Shots have sodium, potassium, and magnesium. This is the ultimate morning supplement. Just take 1 packet, pour it in 4 ounces of water, and shoot it, and you're good to go. Best of all, $1.69 per packet instead of twice the price of those other inferior ones. I want you to get 50% off your first 30-day supply. So go to Keuilian.com, use my name Bedros, and you can get 50% off plus free shipping, a 30-day money-back guarantee, and $1 gets donated to Shriners Children's Hospital. Best of all, if you like the Keuilian Wellness Shots, and I know you will, like thousands of other people who are part of the Keuilian tribe, every month we'll send you a new supply at 20% off, free shipping. So go to Keuilian.com, use my name Bedros, and get your 50% discount code before it goes away. Back to the show. All right, number 4. Number 4, this is a pretty cool one. And people think this is dead and it's no longer working. What you don't realize is the terminology has just changed. And I'm writing it from the generation that I'm from, is affiliate marketing, right? Number 4, a easy business to start is for you to be an affiliate marketer. And today, an affiliate marketer is an influencer. So if someone's an influencer, maybe they have a cooking platform, right? Cooking platform, nutrition platform, fitness platform, mindset platform. It doesn't really much matter. Whatever the platform is, and the platform could be Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, or a combination of all of it. And you have a big audience, you're just putting out great content and entertaining people with your content. But because you're entertaining them, you're building a know, like, and trust factor with that audience that you have built. So now you can take products or services that other people have, and you could promote those products and services for a commission, right? Today, those are called influencers and ambassadors. And when those influencers and ambassadors use a promo code to give a discount, like they say, like, hey, use code Bob and you'll get 10% off. Well, sure, you as a customer get 10% off that product or service that they're promoting that's someone else's, right? You get 10% off. But because that code is Bob's, Bob might get a 10, 15, 20% commission. That's affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is basically for anyone who's a content creator that's got an audience, an influencer. If you have an email list, right? I know this a young lady out of Pennsylvania, and she's got she just does recipes, healthy recipes from home. And she's got a very simple blog where she posts up her recipes. And she also has a YouTube channel where she actually cooks those recipes. And then she'll take pictures of it and put it up on her blog and on her Instagram. And then she'll send people from YouTube and Instagram to her blog to get the actual recipe step by step written down, right? She'll make a blog post out of it. But on the very top corner of her blog post, there's a opt-in. An opt-in is a name and email, right? Give us your name and email in exchange for this free recipe cookbook that she has of like, I think like 28 or 26 healthy recipes. So now she's driving traffic from her 2 social media platforms, Instagram and YouTube, where she creates content and builds the know, like, and trust factor, right? Educates them on the nutrition and the foods and how to do it and how to portion control it and how to leave out the unhealthy stuff and replace those unhealthy things with healthier ingredients. And then she says, by the way, if you want this full-on recipe and another 28 recipes, just go to my blog and put in your name and email address. So now she's also building a list. So on her YouTube channel, on her Instagram account, and to her email list, she can promote other people's products and services with an affiliate link or an affiliate code that identifies those customers as her leads. And every time those customers buy, she gets a commission for selling other people's products and services. Could be whatever, right? As long as it's that product or service is within the affinity of the audience that is on YouTube and Instagram and on her email list, right? In other words, if she's got a lot of people who are into healthy foods, and then now she's trying to sell, I don't know, car parts, that's not going to work. What you really need is if you've got a recipe for healthy foods and a cookbook with healthy foods and healthy ingredients, etc. Now you might be selling, I don't know, could be a spatula, could be a custom apron, could be someone else's new cookbook. There's a ton of things, right? Could be, hey, here's a list of ingredients that you can buy from Amazon, and just share your Amazon affiliate link and make your 5% commission there. The bigger your audience, the more affiliate commissions you make. And as an affiliate marketer, you can promote several different things all at the same time. So you could have multiple income streams coming in from those commissions. One person that does this really well is my good friend and also former coaching client, Robbie Blanchard. If you guys want a course, by the way, so here's a great example. Robbie Blanchard, who was a coaching client of mine and now a good friend, created a course called Commission Heroes, or it's Commission Hero, commissionhero.com. Now, I'm not making any commission from it. He's a homie. The product is solid. I've seen like literally hundreds of people that have gotten his course, got amazing results because he shares their results as affiliate marketers on his Instagram. And so I want to just promote his course to you guys, but I'm not promoting it for a commission link or an affiliate link. But if I were, then I would say, hey, go to commissionhero.com/Bedros. And if you buy it from that link, you would save 10%. And so let's say you get a 10% discount off Commission Heroes. And then because it's my link, Robbie sends me a 20% commission check, or just direct deposits me or Zells me a commission, right? So that would be an affiliate marketing relationship. Like this podcast, this YouTube show has a massive audience, and the people that would buy Commission Heroes with my affiliate link, if I was using one, which I'm not, would get a discount, and then I would get a commission. But in this case, I'm just using that as an example because if you're like, hey, I like the idea of being an affiliate marketer and, you know, maybe being a content creator and influencer, building an email list, having a blog, and you know, maybe buying traffic. Robbie does it with buying traffic. So he sees a product that is, let's say, whatever, selling for $100, and he sees that it's not a competitive product out there, and he's like, man, I could run ads and get leads for $3 and take 25% commission off this thing, or 50% commission. Some of the products and services out there that you could sell as an affiliate marketer can literally give you as much as 50, 60, 75% commission. If the idea of affiliate marketing sounds good to you, check out Robbie Blanchard and Commission Heroes, and also go to clickbank.com. Clickbank.com is this like online marketplace of all these freaking awesome different courses and ebooks and education videos that can be sold by affiliates for a big commission. So there's something that you can do as long as you are drumming up an audience. You could sell that audience other people's products and services where they do the fulfillment and the support. You make the affiliate commission. It's a pretty cool thing. So those are the 4 big, easy businesses that you can start that are all low cost to start, low capital, right? Minimum overhead to operate. And then, of course, a very fast launch, assuming you have an audience. If you don't, then it's probably going to take a few months for that launch. But you could, you know, before you quit your job and go full-time in this thing, you could literally start building an audience now, and within 6 months have an audience of a few thousand people and have an email list of a few thousand people where you can start marketing to. But these 4 things are easy to start, but not quite scalable and require you to trade your time for dollars. I said there was a 5th thing, and that 5th thing is what I consider a group training program, right? An actual brick and mortar. So a group training program like a group training gym or a group training martial arts school is another one, right? Yoga, Pilates, anything that is group training where it's one coach, many students or clients or members in a boutique environment, small footprint. Think yoga, Pilates, think a martial arts school, think of a Fit Body Bootcamp gym, right? For example, my franchise, Fit Body Bootcamp, is a great example. So I've got one coaching client in Charleston, South Carolina, Donovan Ryder. He was a Olympian, right? He was in the Olympics as a Taekwondo athlete. And he went on to open Charleston Taekwondo. As he started coaching with me, he scaled that one Charleston Taekwondo to now 5 locations throughout Charleston, South Carolina. So he's got 5 Charleston Taekwondos. And just like Fit Body Bootcamp, it's a small footprint, couple thousand square feet, right? So rent is low. You're not opening up a big box gym. Rent is low. He's got a coach or a black belt who runs it and teaches the students several different classes a day, just like a Fit Body Bootcamp, several different sessions a day. The coaches do the training of our clients and our members in a Fit Body Bootcamp. And Taekwondo or yoga or a Fit Body Bootcamp or a Pilates, all of these require no products or inventory. So you're not having to put money out to buy containers and boxes and shirts and products to house, and which is essentially money on a shelf. Like think about what I do with Trillian Supplements or what we do with Fuel Hunt, right? Trillian Supplements, we buy millions of dollars of supplements from our manufacturer. We formulate the supplements. We have our manufacturer make it. We put it in containers. We label them. We get an expiration date on them. And then we house them throughout our warehouses, 3 warehouses across the country. And then when you go to Trillian.com and you buy supplements from us, then the warehouses are shipping it out to the closest address, right? So think about this. I have millions of dollars of inventory, both in Fuel Hunt apparel and Trillian supplements sitting on shelves. And when you buy it is when we start making money. Whereas when you have a group training program, right? So I guess number 5, easy business to start would be a group training program, whether it's a gym, whether it's a martial arts school or jujitsu school, academy, yoga, Pilates. As long as you know how to market, drive traffic, have processes and systems, it becomes scalable in a very big way. We have Fit Body Bootcamp owners that own 6, 7, 8 locations, right? Across the country. And so they live in a region. They might own 6 locations in this region. One guy in Michigan owns 8 locations out there. One guy in Arizona has 6 Fit Body Bootcamp locations, because the idea here is you don't have to be present in that location, in that gym, to train those clients and service them. You just have to start the franchise and then follow the paint by numbers process of a Fit Body Bootcamp. And then now you've got yourself a scalable business. Or in Donovan Ryder's situation, his Taekwondo schools, they're not a franchise. He's like, dude, I'm a Olympian level Taekwondo athlete. I want to start a school. You've started Fit Body Bootcamps, Bedros, so teach me how to start my own 5 locations. I've got 1, but now I want to scale. And how do I scale this? How do I replicate myself so that there's a black belt in every school? How do I do it where every school has its own marketing campaign, every school has its own sales process, and then every school has its own retention process, and every school has its own referral generation process? And that's how he was able to scale that. And there's people that have, there's yoga franchises, there's Pilates franchises, or you can do your own brand like Donovan did, right, with Charleston Taekwondo. But if you're interested in opening up a Fit Body Bootcamp, you're like, hey, I think I want to do a gym. I don't want overhead. I want monthly recurring revenue. I want to make money doing something that gives me fulfillment. And I want it to be scalable so that I can start multiple gyms over time and manage my gyms and manage the people and have the time freedom. Fit Body Bootcamp might be right for you. And if it is, look in the description box of this episode. You'll find the link to it and you could apply to become a franchise. However, it's not a low-cost startup. It's compared to a lot of other gyms and a lot of other franchise brands, it's lower cost, definitely. But, there's a build-out cost. You have to buy into a Fit Body Bootcamp franchise or any franchise model. There's a buy-in fee, a build-out fee. And when you build that out, it becomes a legitimate business where it's not dependent on you trading time for dollars. So there you go, guys. 4 different easy business models to start, and a 5th model that's brick and mortar group training, whether it's Taekwondo, martial arts, hot yoga, regular yoga, Pilates, or like a Fit Body Bootcamp gym, the more systematized it is, the higher the success rate, which is why franchises do well. So with that in mind, if you want to break away from the 9 to 5 and you want to find yourself in a position like an entrepreneur, these are the things that you want to do. If you got a lot of value from this episode, please do me a favor and take a screenshot, share it on social media, and tag people that might benefit from it, or at least drop the link to this episode on YouTube or the podcast platforms so that we can help more people become entrepreneurs, help them win their financial freedom, and have these fucking awesome life experiences that you can have as an entrepreneur. It is a pretty cool life to have. So with that said, I hope I see you at BK Live May 31st in beautiful Anaheim, California at the Grove Theater. It's going to be an awesome experience where we talk about all things making money, developing money mastery, launching and scaling businesses, having meaning, and of course, developing the 2.0 version of yourself by way of self-mastery. So thank you for watching this episode of the BK Show. Always remember this, that average is the enemy, that success is your responsibility, and change can take place in an instant if you are willing to flip the switch. I'll see you next time.